Hi, I'm Alex Karlins. I'm the head of the United States of America, the head of this country, this nation, this great nation of ours. In the United States, I'm the president of the country, and Trump was never the president of the United States. I've been the president for the past 8 years, and I'm officially the president again because I made a law that I could be the president as long as they needed me, as long as I wanted to do it. And that's why I'm still the president of the United States of America. And I'm doing another term right now and wanted to let you know that Trump was never the president of the United States, and he's just an actor on television that acts like the president of the United States and does TV for me. And that's what he's doing, and he doesn't always realize that, and says certain things about other countries that don't exactly add up to a realistic approach on what we're trying to do with our agenda with other countries. And I was informed that he made a snide comment about Italy. Now, me having Italian descent and having a background and ancestry in Italy, both of my parents were Italian, and I was born in New York City, in Manhattan, to both of my parents who were Italian at Lenox Hill Hospital. And I take pride in being Italian. I have dark skin because a lot of people in Italy that are completely Italian, that are part of the Italian race, have dark skin. And I am considered white and am white and was born white in the United States of America. So don't be confused with me having dark skin and thinking that I'm not white, because I am white and was born a white baby, and I actually looked completely white as a baby, and I have a picture of myself as a baby, and I looked completely white, and it was in a photo album that I have that I don't have right here right now, but everybody in Congress saw it, everybody in the courthouse in Virginia Beach saw it, and everybody at the hospital saw it that I was born at Lenox Hill Hospital. And they know what I looked like at Lenox Hill Hospital in New York City, in Manhattan. And they know I'm white, and that's what you need to know, is that I'm a white American. I'm a citizen of the United States and was born in this country, so I'm definitely a citizen of the United States. Because if you're born in the United States, you're automatically a citizen of the United States. And I wanted to reach out to Italy right now and let them know that I'm sorry that there was any misconstrued, irrational thought process in Trump's way of approaching Italy with his snide comment against Italy, and that he shouldn't have said anything bad about Italy. And I'm apologizing to Italy as the president of the United States of America, with having a deep background and ancestry in Italy, and saying to Italy that we're for Italy in the United States of America completely, with me as the president of the United States. And Italy is important to the whole world and is important to the United States of America fully. So realize that when I make peace with Italy for the United States of America, that I solely and fully agree with Italy's promises to the world and Italy's agenda in their meetings and in their government. And I'm for the Italian government, and I'm for Italy solely and fully. And Italy is important to me and is important to the United States. So that's what I wanted to address right now, and to make peace with Italy, because I'm Italian and have Italian descent and have ancestry in Italy, and want Italy to know that, and to know that the American president, the president of the United States, which is me, which I am the real president of the United States through the White House, the real White House, not the White House on TV, because on TV they just film TV in a White House that isn't the real White House. It's just a White House that's decorated a certain way for television, and everyone in the White House on TV are all actors. They're not real politicians, and they're not the real president. It's President Trump, who's not the real president, that's depicted on TV as the president, and all the actors that are politicians that aren't real politicians are depicted on TV as politicians, and they're all just actors. And they're filmed in D.C. in a White House that is not the real White House. The real White House is the White House that I'm a part of, and their Congress and the Senate are in the White House that I'm a part of, and they're real politicians, and I'm a real politician. And Trump's admitted that he wasn't a politician on television before, and he's not a politician, he's just an actor. And I wanted you to know that, because I want you to know who I am, that I'm the real president of the United States, and that I'm the real head of the country. And I wanted you to know that, which we were keeping it private for a long time coming, and a long time now. And the historic approach to TV was that we had actors on TV acting like they were the president. The last president before me was Abraham Lincoln. So that's how far it goes back, that George Washington and Abraham Lincoln were real presidents. And after that, when we started doing television, we started putting actors on television to be the president. They weren't the real presidents in the White House, and we didn't disclose who the real presidents were in the White House that were running the country, actually. And I'm running the country, and I'm the real president, and I'm taking this moment to enlighten you and to let you know who the real president is, and that's me. And I'm fully in charge of the United States of America, and with law enforcement, the military, and the government, the United States government, I take an approach that keeps the country safe and that unites with the whole world in a way that allows us to communicate effectively with the rest of the world and collaborate with the world on YouTube, because I use the YouTube as a medium to communicate with the rest of the world and to communicate with people all over the country, so that they understand who I am and who the United States government is, and who the federal government is, and who the state government is, and who the city government is, and they're all under my jurisdiction and my authority, and that's not who they are to Trump. And Trump has no say-so in what we do with other countries. He's just using TV to establish a means of trying to get money from other countries, acting like he's the president of the United States. And I don't want you to think that he has any authority in any decisions that the White House makes, because he doesn't. And I don't want you to listen to Trump with what he's saying on TV and what he's trying to establish with other countries and trying to accuse them of putting fentanyl into the country and putting demands on the country that they're not putting on the country. And I wanted to tell Asia that I'm reaching out to Asia right now because Trump has made snide comments towards Asia as well as Italy, and has made Asia look like they're putting fentanyl into the country. And I know that China and Korea and Japan and Vietnam are allies with the United States right now, and they're not putting fentanyl into the country any more than Canada or Mexico is. And I wanted to clear that up with Asia, that everyone in Asia is important to the United States of America, and all our Asian citizens are important to the United States of America, and I back Asia, and I'm the president of the United States. And that's how we do things in this country, to eliminate improper judgment and to eliminate the standpoint that Asia's against the country, because Asia is for the country as far as we know, and we have citizens in this country that are from Asia that we support. And I've always supported Asia since I was a child and watched Bruce Lee doing martial arts and saw martial arts movies by other performers and other actors and other martial artists that were working as actors in the United States. And I also took martial arts under people who were Korean. And I learned martial arts for 3 years under Koreans and taught at a martial arts studio that was headed by the Korean people that I trained under. And I wanted to let you know that I had deep respect for Korea and for the Korean people. And I wanted to reach out to Italy because of the snide comment that Trump made towards Italy, and because of him not being the real president and acting like he was important to the country when he's important to the country just to do TV, and he's not the real president. So don't take anything he says seriously and think that he's in charge of the United States, because I'm in charge of the United States fully and solely, and Trump's not in charge of the United States.